Hi everyone, welcome to Gallatin Valley Farm to School's first at-home cooking class video. My name is Zoe. I'm the family cooking instructor for our organization. Today we're going to make a snack that celebrates the new month that we've entered and also the new Harvest of the Month product that's featured. Does anybody know what April's Harvest of the Month product is? Chickpeas. So we're going to make a really great roasted chickpea snack today. Chickpeas are a really great product to use to add some plant protein into your diet. They are a nutrient powerhouse and they're going to give your body some nutrients like protein, fiber, iron, calcium, vitamin B6, all kinds of good stuff. So they're a little bit of a nice change up from some typical snacks that we see out there. I'm going to make a savory and kind of spicy chickpea today, but if you don't like that, you can switch up with whatever kind of spices you like. If you want a sweeter version, you can do honey and cinnamon. If you like pizza, you can do like Parmesan cheese and oregano, whatever your taste buds want. Chickpeas are actually a really big deal in Montana. Did anybody know that I think we're the #3 producer of chickpeas in the whole country? Pretty crazy, right? Chickpeas are nitrogen fixers, so that means that they're adding a lot of good nutrients to the soil and making it really healthy to grow other stuff in it as well. They grow in bushes, and since they are part of the legume family, that means that these little chickpeas grow inside of pods. I don't have a chickpea plant today, but I have a close cousin named the lentil. So I just wanted to show you guys what that actually looks like, because I think a lot of people don't know what those actually look like when they're being planted. So this is a dried lentil plant from my garden from last year. Try not to get lentils everywhere. You can see this is actually one plant, so it's a pretty big bushy plant, and then if you look closely you can see all of the little lentil pods. If you cook with lentils, or if you've seen lentils before, you know that they're pretty small. So if you think about the fact that there are only 1 to 3 lentils in there, and same with chickpeas, there's only about 1 to 3 chickpeas in each pod, you can imagine that that might be a lot of work for if you don't have a machine that does all the threshing for you. But if you break open one of those little pods, hopefully you can see you have 3 little lentil buddies in there. So kind of cool. Yeah, really big crop in Montana, which is kind of fun. I think we always think of Montana as being kind of a wheat, potato, and beef powerhouse, but we do all kinds of things. So we're going to get started. First thing, since I just touched my hair, I'm going to go wash my hands. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to do about a cup of chickpeas, which is going to be anywhere between 2 to 4 servings of chickpeas for myself and my husband. So I have a cup of chickpeas, and I've dried them off a little bit. You can see they're on a towel here. And I dried them just because that'll make them get a little bit crispier in the oven. A lot of recipes you'll find for roasted chickpeas will say to put all your spices and oil on and then put it in the oven. But I've found, because I really like crunchy chickpeas, I find that if you put them in the oven for about half the time, pull them out, and then put your spices on and then put them back in the oven, they'll be a little bit more crispy. So you can do it whichever way you want, but this is my preferred method. So I've turned my oven to 375 degrees and it is ready. So what I'm going to do first is throw these chickpeas onto my sheet pan here. And you want to spread them out in a single layer so that they bake really evenly, just like that. And then we're going to throw them in the oven. So they're going to be in there for about 15 minutes. And then while they're in there, we're going to work on our spice blend and get that all ready. So this one, like I said, is going to be it's savory, and then there's a little bit of spice in there. I'm not very good at spice, so I only put a little tiny bit of red pepper flakes in there. You can adjust that to however your taste buds react with spices. So for the basic recipe, all you need is a 1/4 teaspoon and then all your spices. So we're going to do a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin, a 1/4 teaspoon of paprika, and I actually have smoked paprika just to add a little bit of a kind of more smoky fire taste in there. And on a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. And the recipe that you'll see at the end of this will have a 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes in there. But like I said, I can't do it, so I'm doing about half of that. So I'll do 1/8 of a teaspoon red pepper flakes. And then we'll mix that all together, just like so. And then in about 12 minutes, we'll pull those out. We're gonna sprinkle about a teaspoon of olive oil on there. We'll sprinkle our spice mixture on there, and then we'll mix it up and cook it for about another 15 minutes. You wanna cook until the chickpeas are kind of a dark golden brown, and when you shake the pan, you'll be able to hear that they're crispy. So we'll wait a little bit longer for those chickpeas to be ready, and then we will put the spices on. Okay, my timer's gone off, so I'm gonna see what these look like. You can hear them maybe crisping up a little bit, but if you shake it, they're pretty crunchy, and you can see they're kind of a dark golden brown. Okay. Now I'm gonna put them in a bowl. You can use these when they're warm. They're not quite as crunchy as they would be when they're completely cooled, but you can eat them when they're warm if you want. I like to wait until they're completely cooled, then they're extra crunchy. And you can eat them as is. You can put them on salads. They're a really great addition to salads, just a little bit of extra protein in there. So I'll dump them into a bowl. Whoops. Okay. And there you have some roasted chickpeas as a nice little snack. Thanks for joining me today. The recipe will be up after this video. Go and check out our website or the link in our bio for more information about our programming. We do have summer camps going this week, or this summer, so your kids can learn how to grow and cook stuff just like this. Thank you. See you next week.